Alright guys, so we're doing a partial Babylight today and doing a paint between on all the hair left out with 2 different formulas. So when doing a partial, I have 2 go-to placements. One, which is what I'm doing here today, and that's a mohawk, or I like using a horizontal placement in 4 sections across the top of the head. And I always do 3 to 7 foils on the left and right side on the money frame area. I will do a video real soon on the other partial placement. I really don't dive a lot into partials here on my channel, but I'm going to start doing a little bit more on them. I get questions about them all the time. So quick backstory on my girl Jess. When she started coming to me, she was getting lightener on the scalp and her hair was splotchy and it had yellow banding. One of the reasons I hate on the scalp lightener application, I no longer do them. So I decided to talk her into some lowlights, a root tap, and actually made her a platinum that looked beautiful. I'm going to try to find a picture and insert it. Anyway, after that, it ended up fixing her hair, but it wasn't enough. Her hair was still breaking so badly. So we knew what we needed to do. We toned her down and we took a little bit off with a haircut every session. So finally, she was letting me take a larger amount and her hair finally got healthy. And that's where we are here today. We're working on her new goal now that her hair is a lot healthier, and that is growing her hair and also giving her a lot of pop of a nice gray silver color. But she wants to keep the base of her hair level 3. So that's why we're only doing a partial. Plus, we want to keep the rest of the hair as healthy as possible.
Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours. I forgot the parts I'm missing. I pretend that we are okay, like nothing's ever broken. And I pretend that we are dancing, like the nights are never ending.
So what I did today was a lot. We used Oxycur, my go-to, with 30 volume and Olaplex, a 16th ounce as always. I then mixed up Goldwell Topchic, their permanent line that I love, 3NN with 20 volume for their root area, 1 to 2 inches down. Then I mixed up Redken Shades EQ with 10 volume, and I used 3N and 2M equal parts. This formula is for the mids and ends that are left out of the foils. All of them, the entire head that's left out. I always talk about the root being darker than the ends, always, so you're probably wondering why I'm doing a 3 on the root and a 2.5 on the ends. Reason being, Demi permanent color is a lot more translucent usually, and permanent's very matte, especially Topchic, so that 2M, 3N Redken Shades EQ will still appear a little lighter than the base. So if you're an OG Brett Ryan supporter and you've been watching my channel or following me on Instagram for a very long time, you know I always love my color brushes by Goldwell and Framar. Well, I've been dabbling in different things lately. I tried some Redken, which I liked, but I also tried a color track one a while ago, months ago, and I became obsessed. And then I got a couple more things from them and I love them. So I got a couple more things, and they have these 3 packs of mini ones, which are great for hairline foiling and detailed work. And I also got the 3-pack of the bigger ones. They are so soft. They're probably the softest brushes I've ever had. And it's giving my Goldwell and Framar a run for the money, but I love them. My advice to any stylist out there who is, doing a lot of work, busy all the time, try little things like this. Try a new blow dryer, try a new foil, try a new lightener, try a new brush. It sounds silly, but it will keep you excited to go to work and it will help you not burn out quicker.
I pretend that we are okay, like nothing's ever broken. And I pretend that we are dancing, like the nights are never ending. We will live our lives, we will live our lives, live our lives, we will live our lives in the fast lane. We will live our lives, we will live our lives, live our lives, we will live our lives in the fast lane.
Alright, so now on to the toning portion of the session. I let Jess process for around 45 minutes. Unfortunately, Redken doesn't have a 3NA, just a 4 through 9NA. So I could have used 2M, 3N like I did for the Dropout formula for my root smudge, but I decided to go with 3N, 4NA, and the dedicated processing solution. And do not hesitate to remind them, ash tones and colors always run way deeper and darker, so always make sure your client's aware of that and, educated on that, because a level 8 can look like a level 6. Alright guys, so the other side's processing. We're doing 3N, 4NA. That's how she lifted, pretty even for the fact that we do permanent color on her roots. And we're trying to get her to a nice deep gray, and I think it might be possible. We're gonna do probably 2 toners, and I'll show you that too, so stay tuned. Alright, so I'm smudging her, and as always, I have Olaplex number 2 on the mids and ends, so my client gets a treatment as well as it acts as a barrier for the blonde hair that's very porous and freshly bleached on the mids and ends, so it doesn't stain them from the darker formula when I rinse out that root smudge. So I toned her mids and ends with what ended up being 3 different toner formulations. My first toner is Redken Shades EQ 7VB, 8VB, 8V. The second one was Shades EQ 7T, 8T equal parts. Then the final third toner was Tang's My Denity Demi Permanent line, ASS, with the dedicated 6-volume developer.
Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours. I forgot the parts I'm missing. I pretend that we are okay, like nothing's ever broken. And I pretend that we are dancing, like the nights are never
Alright guys, that's gonna do it for another video. Is now in the history books. Another session is under our belts, and we will be back to another session in 6 more weeks to try to achieve the goal that she wants. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell, guys, so you're notified every time a video comes out. I love you all so very much, and as always, so long for now, guys. Mwah.